Let's go Giants. We won for the Gipper. Excuse me dear. I'm watching the Giants stink up the joint. Could you please move?
Excuse me, oh great Professor Edward Bernays-Sauce. Isn't it time for part 2 of writing the press release series?
My wife is always right. Do you know what it's like to live with someone who's always right? Let's just say, it's hell. What do you say we discuss more about writing a press release? It'll take my mind off the fact my wife is always right. Let's review what we've learned so far, and that's how to write a lead. Let me bring in my magic whiteboard to help us. We've enlisted Supreme Court Judge Leslie B. Judged and this magic board to help us review. Judge, what makes a good lead? What are you reading there, your judgeship? Well, what do you know? It's the new textbook on public relations writing by Edward Bernays-Sauce. That's me. Look at what it says here in chapter 16. Who, what, when, where, and why. When those questions are answered objectively, you have a good lead. I guess we don't need the board. That's what you call the magic of post-production. During our first installment of the press release we learned about the Over and Done Steakhouse. Why don't we go over there? Here's the Over and Done Steakhouse. We know they're opening on the 17th to offer the residents a fine steak eating experience.
Excuse me, chappie.
Yes, my good man. Can I help you? I'm in the middle of videotaping a lecture on how to write a press release.
I just heard you tell us about the new steakhouse. Why is this steakhouse opening? Is it because it's full of bull?
This good fellow, in his own unique way, just gave us a clue about what comes after the lead. Thank you, my good man. Autographed pictures are available on my website. Here we are inside the Over and Done Steakhouse. Here we are in the kitchen of the Over and Done Steakhouse. Here we are, drinking heavily in the kitchen in the Over and Done Steakhouse. This is what happens when you finally realize that your wife is right all the time. There, I feel better now. What is the next paragraph after your lead? That is a question that has plagued PR professionals for more than a millennia.
Here's your cake, Professor Bernays-Sauce.
Thank you, Joey. Joey's my wife's nephew. He just thinks he's always right. I ordered a cake and got a steak, but it's my fault. Excuse me while I finish my pasta. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. Haha. That's very funny. Oh hi. Welcome to my home. My name is Professor Edward Bernays-Sauce, and I've been asked to talk to you about my new best-selling book, Professor Edward Bernays-Sauce Talks PR. In my new book, I'll teach you everything you need to know about having a successful career in public relations. You'll find chapters on Debbie works with a banana. Good Lord, this isn't my book, so if you want to learn the ABCs of PR, and apparently what happens to Debbie, order your copy today. You don't mind if we talk while I water the lawn? I just seeded. After your lead, what's next? Very simple. What's the most important of the W's in your story? I guess that's enough water. Let's get back to the Over and Done Steakhouses, shall we? The most important W in this story is probably the why. Why is the Over and Done Steakhouse opening? Let's go in and find out why. Excuse me, men. Why do you think the Over and Done Steakhouse opened here?
Because this town needs a good steakhouse. Ever since Simon's Rat Emporium closed, the people in this town have wanted some good meat.
By the way, the donuts here are terrific too. At any rate, depending on your story, the most important W may be different.
What the hell happened to my coffee and donut?
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. Oh, hi. So, after you determine your most important W, you've got your second paragraph. After that comes the second most important W. That's your third paragraph. My good man. Can I help you?
Yeah, give me your umbrella. It's raining out.
I'm sure you're wondering what that was all about. Sadly, that was a former student who wanted to be a PR professional, but he never read my book. Now where was I? Oh yes. The time I met Oksana. Oh no. Sorry. I was talking about paragraphs. Each paragraph follows by explaining another of the W's in your lead. And your final paragraph can have some boilerplate copy. And that's it. Tune in next time when I answer the ages-old question, what do I do about quotes?